way, we found the world's largest turtle made of car rims. Check it out.
Getting freaked out. I'm too old.
There's a gear. Apparently, the guy just said that
yeah,
it used to turn and the head used to move.
Yeah.
All right, we found our campsite for tonight. Gorgeous. We're in Wyoming. It's getting a little dark. But it's gonna be beautiful in the morning. And we got our first fire because of the wildfires. Got our tent set up. Beautiful vista. Bruce Cambell is a man who lives in a 727 in the forest of Oregon. I emailed him and he invited us to spend the day with him. The road going up to his place makes you wonder how he got the airplane up here. Apparently it was disassembled and the wings were brought in separately, but looking at this road, you really have to wonder, how did this happen? Yeah, this road's a little rough.
It's huge. He probably doesn't want you driving to there. We're probably there.
We just drove into the woods to meet this man, Bruce, who lives in a 727 in the woods. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, I can imagine how messed up these could get. Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, you have like a million sizes. That's great.
Yeah, well, although they're actually just two sizes, and one is best for ladies and the other for men.
Oh, awesome. Look at this floor. I had no idea this was like a glass floor. Now I totally understand. Have you ever had one break?
Nope. I've had really big, heavy guys carrying really big, very heavy equipment, and they've all done fine.
Is this landing gear down under here, or do you store parts?
That's the aft cargo bay. And this is also the last ride for Aristotle Onassis. He was in his box down there, being taken from Paris, where he perished, back to Greece for his burial.
Cool.
Jackie Kennedy Onassis keister was in one of those seat cushions, and Ted Kennedy's keister too, or maybe one I sold or gave away. They didn't sign them, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. Oh, neat. Wow. So you got some history.
Okay. Let me show you the ropes and then make yourselves at home. And
okay, sure.
Stay as long as you like. And oh boy, Tesla did terrible today. I dropped a couple thousand on Tesla. There's a lip in the floor right here. Beware of it because it can be a toaster.
Oh, you can just kind of go flopping through.
Yeah. I can't trim that until a really hot day, the hottest day of summer, because there's a different coefficient of expansion for the aircraft and the acrylic.
Oh, you don't want you might cut it too far, then if you and then not have the expansion,
yeah, or sort of the reverse, but yeah, I've got to wait for the maximum heat day and then, trim it.
Yeah, I got stuff you didn't think of. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Do you close these ever, or do you leave them open?
No, that's interesting you make that comment, but no, the hatch is over there, and normally it's closed.
Oh, okay.
But my last guest wanted to explore the wing, as guests very often do, and so sometimes guests go up on the wing tip, sometimes they go out the emergency exit. I use the wing a lot too, and I use that exit. Cabin lights are here, and it's a 3-position switch, and once they're on for about 10 minutes. You can't turn them off. I'll tidy up a little bit here. Captain and first officer seats, you're welcome to sit in, and the inspector and observer.
Cool.
And the armrests rotate up. for easier entry.
Oh, sweet. Okay, we can come sit.
You can use this. This is dome white.
Oh, cool.
So you're welcome to access that or utilize that. It's 99 square meters. It's, you know, it's not bad. The
compared
version
to
2.0 is 450 square meters.
So how big is this one again?
99.
Wow, that's
So
a
it'd
big
be
size
4.5.
difference.
Yeah, it's a castle. 747-400's a glorious bird. But it's not
Look
bad.
at all these things, and you know what all these do. That's amazing.
This was fully skeletonized by the salvage company. All these are restoration efforts. I did have the circuit breaker panels. They didn't touch those because of contract agreement. But all the rest of it was just hollow. Just carved out. Okay, here's what you do to
Okay.
Yeah. So
Let me get out of your way,
do this so that when you're on a flight and the flight attendant comes up and says, in the event of an emergency, are you willing and able to yada yada yada? You can say, I'm willing, I'm able, and I'm experienced, and I'll even put it back for you after the incident if you want.
Cool.
So this has no fascia panel because I'm restoring the interior of a more modern cabin than this aircraft originally had. And I have to fabricate an adapter because the mounting for the newer emergency exit fascia panels and the old ones are different. So, and that's a deferred project, just like the air steer shroud was. So fake it by grabbing under the window and then pull on the red handle, and it's 17 kilos, so watch out because it'll have a tendency to swing into your shins, which really hurts.
Yeah.
So brace yourself to avoid that happening, prevent that from happening. So just pull and then lift out.
So that's how that's done. I would be able to do that on a jet.
Well, yeah, you'll have 150 screaming panic people behind you.
No worse than a Slayer concert.
yeah, that's right. I recommend setting the camera aside, but it's up to you, of course.
So I need to hold on to this part?
A little higher with your left hand.
Right, maybe here?
Yeah.
That feels weird.
Yeah.
And then pull down. Okay, so it's not going to come right at me.
Well, it might if you're not braced for something.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
I can take a door off an airplane. So now to go back,
Yep.
it has to go in this.
Inboard flop.
This is the part that's hard. Oh, there, right there?
Yeah.
And then, so I have to pull this up then, or down.
Pull the right handle down as you push the door closed. Yeah, you got it. Maybe I felt that way too. I can't remember. George. I was in college during Vietnam. And they said, you're going to get drafted unless you do something as soon as you graduate, and don't get drafted. It's too bloody dangerous and the war's too stupid. So I studied and found a way to, I was thin, and I discovered that there are height and weight brackets. It won't go anywhere when you walk on it, but fir needles can be slippery, so beware of that. This is the inboard aileron. It's not rigged. If you step on that, it'll rotate straight down, and off you'll go to that nasty steel beam.
Ouch.
So yeah, so don't step on that. These are the outboard flaps. They're rigged. They're okay.
Yeah.
And
Is there a reason that that one's not rigged?
the salvage company removed the actuators and other elements from the ailerons, and the flaps too, but I restored the flaps. I haven't gotten to the ailerons yet. This is not quite so dangerous because you don't fall quite so far, but nonetheless.
What are they called?
Ailerons.
You're allowed to do this?
No, wings are really strong, aren't they? I mean,
Yes,
they're
they
super
must
strong.
be. Do you
Yeah.
ever freak
And they're
anybody
supposed
out?
to bend.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, geez. No, I think that's really kind of fun. Bruce has begun working on what he calls the version 2.0 project. Located in Japan, this aircraft is a 747-400. He is avoiding the mistakes he has made with this aircraft, the most serious involved working with a salvage company and procuring the aircraft. This new project will keep the aircraft entirely functioning and intact aside from the engines. While this aircraft we are visiting has 1,065 square feet of floor space, the version 2.0 project has 4,000 square feet of floor space over 3 levels.
The idea with that project is that since it'll be an intact aircraft, everything will work and be functional. It'll be big and completely undamaged, completely completely intact, then my sense is that visitors of means, along with everyone else, will come in and look at it and basically say, okay, this is too cool. I get it now. I understand the vision. I've just got to have one too. Here's my scratch. Do it for me, please, as quickly as you can. And we wish to be ready in the starting blocks to say, okay, we'll do.
When did you begin this?
This aircraft arrived 20 years ago. And
Wow.
I've been tinkering with it ever since. Basically I made the big mistake of partnering with a salvage company. I was a home shopper, and I called a home wrecking company and said, would you please obliterate a home, just destroy it, and I'll give you my good hard-earned money for the rubble which is left. And they said, okay, sure, buddy, we'll take your good hard-earned money for our garbage, no problem. I'll never do that again. It was a bad mistake. So with the version 2.0 project, there will be no salvage company involved. Skeptics can make a solid argument that, okay, Cambell says this is an appropriate vision and we should utilize these, but look at him. He's 20 years into it. He's still trying to restore it. It's just not practical, and that's why we shred them. And it's a sound argument, except that it fails to take into account that I made the big mistake of partnering with one of them, with a salvage company.
So when you say we, are you partnered with somebody on the project?
Yeah, we've got
backing and help?
no financial backing, but a good solid team, both Americans and Japanese.
Oh, cool.
And I have to finance it myself, although if any stakeholders are interested, not really in the version 2.0 project, but the version 3, 4, 5, because what we want to do is open our doors. The next project will go from start to finish in a very brief time, because the aircraft will remain entirely intact.
Yeah.
So we'll open our doors quickly, and then I fully expect people will come in and say, I've got to have one.
I think you're right. I think that'll happen.
And I'm willing to negotiate with stakeholders for a position in that enterprise.
Yeah.
I think we'll clear 30 to 50% margins, or maybe more. And so I think it'll be fruitful and also fulfilling, because we'll establish something new which has never really been done before and should be done. Version 2.0 will be a far more ambitious and compelling project, because it'll be a fully intact aircraft and far bigger.
Then could you take off if you felt?
Well, yeah, potentially. There is a nuance with the engines. Maybe it's not right to call it a nuance, but engines are very expensive.
Yeah.
We are going to try to equip the aircraft with retirement age engines for the last ferry flight, if we can. And if that's the case, we'll retain them, and then the aircraft will indeed be airworthy, or it'll be tangibly airworthy, in the sense that everything will remain functional, but it won't be certified for flight. However, in the event of a national emergency, if the civilization involved just had to get everything it could possibly get into the air, we could fly.
Bears or extraterrestrials?
Just yours.
Yeah.
Yours is here.
Bruce hosts what he calls Concert on a Wing, where live concerts happen on the wing of his aircraft.
This entire area is filled with entertainment kiosks, and the drinking bars in the corral, and
they're actually on the wing?
Yeah, the performers perform on the wing. We had a big drummer group last time. They were very drum centric, and they had a lot of drum equipment, so the platform was fabricated in order to support that group.
We had a wonderful afternoon with Bruce. He offered us a place to stay for the night and some of the best hospitality on our whole road trip. He's one of the most friendly, passionate, and driven people I've ever met. His crusade is unique, but not unfounded. He has a vision. If more people had a vision of any sort, aside from that 9 to 5, they may be able to enact change and would be happier because of it. Bruce's persona was endearing and innocent, yet more intelligent than most people you would ever have the chance to meet. His passion for housing over non-commercially viable scrap offers us hope. It offers us hope that one of the many unsolvable problems over time can be overcome. 3 jetliners are taken out of commission every day and left for scrap. All the rest are left to inherit the wasteland. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel because we're going to do some travels and we got a lot more coming up. Also, if you want to find out more, visit the website because we have like a lot of photos that aren't going to be shown in the video, a lot of past photos, and any documentation, any historical documentation will be there. That's going to be at itw.crustlandia.com.